I usually do. I usually do my schoolwork girl, so it's all good.
The training bus. That one is 80406 SK16. I want to say GX. I think it's SK16 GXL, which is not in service and it's just laying around. Anyway, hello viewers, welcome back to the ATrains95 YouTube channel. If you're new around here, I'm ATrains95 and that is that. Now, we are currently on 80228 TF10XF, which is on the 850 to Henley-on-Thames. Now, you're probably wondering, Ernie, where the hell are you going on the 850 this time? You're not going to Reading, are you? Like I said, no, because this is only going to Henley, but that's fine. Today, we are going to be heading out to Wallingford. Now, I've never done Wallingford, never filmed it or anything. I've been to Wallingford. I've been through there once and I've been there once, but I've never actually gone there on camera for you guys. The weather is, well, sunny, hence I'm on sunglasses today. But it's gonna be alright, I think. We might get a street deck, the Thames Travel street deck, but we're all good with that. Anyway, so we're gonna take 80228 all the way to Henley-on-Thames, and then when we get to Henley, I will report back when we either get on the 33 or just as we're getting on the 33. See you guys in a bit. This going, the view on this section of the 850 is flipping nice. It's all like countryside and shit. And look, it's like just that view though. When you're coming down to Marlow on the 850, this view it's just fields, but it just feels peaceful to drive down here. Like every time I do take the 850, I love this bit. It's just so peaceful. So it's not really like, you know, it just looks nice. And even the view just coming down Marlow. Hang on, I'll get my camera a bit higher. You can see just how like nice it looks just coming off. Anyway, I was about to point out. Next, we're entering Marlow on the 850, and then we're going to be going through Marlow to head up to Henley, and then that's where this bus will terminate, and then that's where we're going to head out to go and grab the 33. Anyway guys, so we have made it to Henley on Thames. Right behind me is 80228. This is what I've just come off of on the 850. We are now waiting for the 33, which is going to take us to Wallingford, but we have a bit of a gap in the timings because right now it is 12:06 and it's not due to leave until 12:56. So we're not really due. We've got about 50 minutes to wait here at RAF at Henley on Thames. And the interesting part is that this bus goes via RAF Benson. So I might see if I can get some photos there. Like, I won't jump off the bus and get photos, but I might just see if I can take a few photos while I'm around. But yeah, I think it's going to be quite cool. I'm just getting a photo of 80228 TF10 OXF. And it only does this one only went from High Wycombe to here. But some 850s, so some 850s will go from High Wycombe to Henley only. They only terminate at Henley. Some of them will go onwards to Reading, which means they will go back round and then down the bridge, which is just over there. And that building is, I think, is a church or something. I'm not entirely certain. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for the 33, which might be a bit of a while, so I might go and see if I can get some photos by the river. And then I will catch you guys when I jump on that 33. Spinning around here is 80222 LF10 XF on the 850 all the way to central Reading. Heading back to High Wycombe, here is 80228 TF10 XF on the 850 back to High Wycombe. Over here is 80222, which is on the 850 to central Reading, which is slightly longer. This is the midpoint for the 850 for Reading. This is the midpoint because they got to come here and then swing back out. Hello, dog. And that straight deck is what I'm waiting for him to park. Anyway, so while I was waiting for the 33, and I still am waiting for the 33, it's not due here. It's not due yet.
Oh, really?
It's due at 12:40, but it's fine. There it is. He's just telling me that he's gonna come round in a bit. But while I was waiting, I just went around to a shop. And I was just gonna get myself a normal drink. I was gonna get myself a drink, like a normal drink. But I have found a blue can of Relentless, and I have never tried one of these. So I'm quite curious to see what it tastes like. It says it's white citrus. I've never tried a white citrus Relentless before, so I figured let's give it a go and see what it tastes like. I don't know if it's going to be decent. I've had Relentless before. I've never seen a blue one. So here we go. We're going to crack it open. See, we've got it open. Let's give it a sniff. Oh, it does smell quite nice. I'll give you honest. It does smell decent. I quite like that. I think it's weird at first, but it's actually alright, I think, in the end. Hello, dog. So, oh, yeah, I don't think it's too bad. There's actually another A50 coming in, so I'm going to swing the camera around so we can have a little look at him popping in. But Blue Relentless, what do I give it? I think I give it about an 8 out of 10. It's quite a nice one. It's not bad. The flavour's good. Behind me here is 80218 GF10 OXF on the A50. Back from Reading. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the 33. Right, so we are currently on 81971, which is a 2018 Wright Street Deck HEV. I think it's a hybrid model, but it has got a Daimler engine in it, for you guys wondering. So we're currently just heading off to Wallingford now. I don't know how long it's going to take. Shouldn't take too long. But we do go via RAF Benson, like I mentioned earlier, and that's the fun part, because I might be able to sneak some photos and video clips from RAF Benson. However, we'll see what happens. If we get lucky, we'll film there. But I have bought a return to Wallingford. It costs £6, which is the standard fare. You don't really want to pay more than £6 for returns, and if you do, then your driver's probably flipping scammed you. Anyway, I will see you guys when we get to RAF Benson, or when we get to Wallingford. Catch you. Anyway, viewers, so we are currently heading down the 2-mile stretch for RAF Benson. This is the bit that is quite exciting to me the most, because you don't normally go around RAF bases, but there's a first time for everything, as they normally would say. So I am currently taking this 2-mile stretch to RAF Benson. I think, do we come back on ourselves after? I think we might come back on.
No, we know that.
Are you good?
Yeah, we don't come back up this road.
No, we don't
No.
come back up here, we come back up the other road. We do go back in the same direction as we're coming.
Oh, okay. That's good. Anyway, so let's see what RAF Benson brings us. I'm hoping for planes, because then I actually get some more photos. Because if you guys know my cameraman Archie, who you might have seen in some of the videos, you haven't seen him, but he's filmed some of my videos like Harrow and Woodstone. He likes planes, so I am going to see if I can grab some photos of RAF Benson for him. He's going to like them. I know that for a fact. But yeah, no. I was going to originally do another video where I go to IKEA in Calcott, because that would have been my first time there. But I don't think I'd bother to do that today, because that would have taken way longer than this.
Yeah.
But this is a bit of a fun trip. Anyway, I'm going to speed up, I'm going to time lapse this, and then I'll see you at RAF Benson. So this is RAF Benson. Let me try that again. This right here is RAF Benson. It seems quite nice, I'm going to be honest, but I don't even know if I should be filming this, but I'm going to. I'm going to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I think it's good. I see a plane. It's not moving though, but I see a plane right there. If I can do this still. Yes, there we go. And there's a helicopter up there on the end. We're actually gonna. So this is one of the timing points on the 33. This is the timing point. So we wait here for a little bit. Obviously, I think we wait here because the route's a bit long from Henley-on-Thames all the way to Abingdon, because you go via Nettlebed, RAF Benson, and then you go via Wallingford, and then you head towards Didcot, through Didcot, and then you come back this way, and then you come back, and then you head towards Abingdon. But this is RAF Benson. Just gonna grab a photo. Anyway, the next stop, I don't know what it is, but let's see. We'll see what comes up. Anyway, viewers, so we have now arrived in Wallingford. I've actually been here for about 10 to 15 minutes already. But essentially the 33 doesn't actually stop at the railway line, which is what we're going to go have a little look at now. So you got to get off at Wallingford Marketplace, which is literally where we are right now. And we're going to head for the railway line. And I'll leave you guys, I'll get in the description box below, I'll leave like I'll leave you guys a pinned location of where the map is, of where the actual level crossing is, but I'll spin the camera on so you guys can see roughly what you got to do. So basically, you start there, so you get up at Wallingford Marketplace, that's back there. And then once you get off back there at the marketplace, you've got to follow this road up to here, I think. Is it here? Because my driver told me how to get up here, how to get to the railway. So there's two pubs opposite each other, I think. I think it's here. Hang on, let me try and get around. The driver told me to go walk this way until you see two pubs that are next to each other, or like opposite each other, and then you head down for St John's Road. And then when you head down St John's Road, you've got to go through and get to the little mini roundabout there left. You guys will see the route when you guys can just follow along. I'm going to time lapse it, but you guys can slow it down in the video if you want to follow along. And I'll try and leave instructions. So yeah. So here you go. Here's a pub here. There's two pubs up each other. And St John's Road. There is actually a sign for it saying C&W Railway, and there's another sign for it there. But St John's Road, follow this. So you follow St John's Road and up to, apparently there's a mini roundabout. Anyway, I'm going to time lapse this. I'm going to make this time lapse a bit slower so you guys can follow us. So this is the Chelsea and Wallingford Heritage Railway line. Obviously the next train is going to be on April the 4th. I'll photograph that for you guys to get in. And it's not going to be open yet, obviously, but this is the bit where you can get the trains. However, I'm going to go try and find the Love Crossing and get some photos and videos of that. The problem is I don't know how far away that is, so I need to go try and find it. But I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so once you get to this roundabout, after you pass the Lidl's, so when you follow St John's Road all the way, you get to a Lidl's. So, okay, so when you follow St John's Road, it takes you to a mini roundabout, you bear left, and then you keep following that all the way to a Lidl's, and then you pass the actual area for the Wallingford and Chelsea railway line. However, if you walk past the Lidl's, you get to this roundabout, the one that's just up there, and then if you make a left, the first left off of it, obviously if you're walking it's a bit more difficult, and I am, just because I can. However, you have to be a bit careful. I haven't found a footpath yet though, so I'm just walking alongside the road. But yeah, I don't recommend this. But I only am because I'm crazy enough to. So yeah, you follow this, and then when you get to, and then it's only a few minutes extra down, but eventually you will see this sign, which is a level crossing sign, and then you should see the level crossing not too far ahead down. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I get to the level crossing. Okay, so as a little update, we're currently just on the side of the road right now, as you can clearly see, but this is the Wallingford bypass level crossing, which I've seen so much about. I've been trying to come here and get this for a while. It is on the Chelsea to Wallingford Heritage Railway line. The next train isn't until April the 4th, which is a bit of a disappointment, because I would have liked to see this crossing activate. But that does mean that I'm going to have to come back here at some point and get this level crossing. But I'm not sure what the timings are, but it is flipping windy right now. But fuck yeah, it's in good condition. So anyway, on that note, we're here anyway. Stop falling out your bad state. On that note though, this is the Love Crossing. So I'm just gonna make my way back to Wallingford. I only came here to check out the Love Crossing. And then we will head back to Henley and then back off. Anyway, I think we're going to end this video here. So I want to say thank you guys for watching our video. If you liked it, please smash that thumbs up button, hit the face, like, and